welcome to Fifth Dimension. So thank you for joining me. This is going to be a collective reading, messages from Spirit for whoever needs to hear this message today. First, I just want to pull an energy card, an energy check-in to clarify who it is that I'm reading for today. The World, card number 29. Spiritual Journey. Card number 41, the 7th Chakra, Archangel Uriel. Somebody about to embark, or what feels like the beginning of another chapter, I heard, of their spiritual journey. So this kind of connects with the energy from the last one, sort of like embarking on the unknown. Feeling at the edge of a cliff, but intuitively guided towards that. If that resonates with you, then let's see what we got for you. All right. I will say that this is my second time trying to record this reading. The first reading was sort of taking the vibe of like the heart space and filling a gap in regards to that. So let's see if this will connect. I scratched that one though because there was like multiple interruptions and I was like, yeah, no, I'm already too distracted. All right, so card number 2, Roots of Abundance. Card 41, a higher view. Let me get a knowledge card. We're taken below and we're taken above. In both of these energies. This is the earthly realm and what you're doing, steps you are taking to plant seeds, to water those and nurture those and protect those roots. And then look, it's 4141. I just noticed that. So hold on, let me Google that really quick. Okay, so the main they want you to know you have the power to manifest your desires and create a life of abundance and fulfillment. Okay. So, yeah, manifesting your desires as above, so below. This is literally what that's telling me. It's all about what you are creating, co-creating, because it's sort of like, obviously, like the idea of manifesting is that everything is energy and it is all attached. Every single one of us and every single living thing that could ever exist until all of eternity. And so because we are so intertwined energetically, we don't have to essentially like write out specifics. The universe knows what we want because we are a part of it, right? So it's a matter of just taking steps and allowing the other pieces to be filled in. Because as you see, I was about to pull cards for filling in the gap, and that was the message from the beginning, is filling in the gap. So this message is specific to what's missing, which I feel is like the energy that you're in. It's just like the great unknown is sort of what it feels like. It's giving what my last reading was giving. Look at my flames going out. So the last reading had some like aspects of like this roller coaster feeling. There was more like anticipation, excitement, but kind of like a lot of fear included in that as well, right? Doubt. in this one, it's sort of giving me like more, like the energy has moved a step forward, but there's a gap missing to connect it all. Okay, so stay with me. I'm going somewhere with this, I think. All right, it's almost out. Show the world the real you to fill in the gap. Okay, so before I pull anything else, okay, it's completely out. The smoke already came out. Let me change it. Okay, also the reason why I narrated the whole candle thing is sometimes like at the moment that it goes out, if there's like a synchronicity with something that happens, like a message that comes into your phone or something like that, it can mean something, just say it, because it's happened to me. Okay, so show the world the real you to fill in the gap. I feel like there's this not knowing what the next step to take is. Be bold and make the first move, literally. Okay, so I have to say something really quick. This is a public service announcement, just kidding. My readings have been feeling like lately, like they are being like singled out more and more. Less people are viewing them, less people are resonating with them. I went from pick a cards to being guided to only do, which lessons also, right? The energies that I am intermingling, I feel like they're getting very specific towards a very handful of people, or maybe even just one person. And only you're gonna know if that's you, because I don't know who's watching my videos. And while that's not my intention, this channel was meant to be spread, not to be singled out. But I don't control anything, right? I just pull energy and spit nonsense. But this is one specific person, and these readings are being narrowed down to you. Book a personal reading already. Because what is happening? I feel like this feels so specific. This is connecting to someone about the gap that needs to be filled, the next step that needs to be taken. Let me pull tarot, see what we got. I don't know why I went on that whole spew, but I'm just saying, if that's true, because that's my theory as to why my channel stopped growing, and that's my theory as to why I'm being guided to more and more specific. I think like my channel is now existing for the sole purpose of one person. Is that possible? I don't know. I'm curious. The Hanged Man. The Two of Pentacles. The Two of Swords. This is literally all stalled energy. Stall, stall, stall. That's where the gap is. The seeds are already planted, but I don't think they're being watered. But they're still growing is the thing. What does that mean? The answer to all of this is this. I heard coming out of the closet. Be bold and make the first move. Show the world a real you, like stepping into you. Stepping into you in the most authentic. Okay, I heard raw and vulnerable. Okay, that's true. It is very vulnerable. But it's the only way to bridge the gap is what I'm hearing. That's the only way. This is heavy. They are literally all in preparation, but like in a firm loop is what I'm getting. Okay, so please give me information. I'm going to put this. This is very clear. This is current energy right now. I'll put it right there. Just give me a message about the gap. We have the Knight of Cups. We have the Hierophant. Let me shuffle. This is also talking about taking steps. Again, it's giving me the energy of a big step with the Hierophant coming out. Like, it's a big step. It's something that takes a lot of consideration. And so obviously that's probably what's behind all of this heavy stall energy. But I'm telling you, like, there's what feels like a lot of momentum behind this. The Four of Pentacles. Yeah, the Three of Wands and the Eight of Wands. I heard it's something that you don't want to let go or miss out on or something like that. It's mine. Three of Wands, Eight of Wands is all about motion. That's that momentum that's behind. That's the fire behind the, what's going to call it? The engines. The Eight of Wands is all about motion, and it's like typically in traditional tarot, like all the arrows that are being shot in a single direction. And then the Three of Wands is after the Two, right? The Two is the planning out and the preparation for. But then when you, it's like similar to this card, right? About to, but not quite yet. And when you get to the Three of Wands in traditional tarot, it's embarking on it. It's taking those actions, which is everything that keeps on coming out. Because the Knight is also about movement. Look at him right there, ready to make that that trail. There's a lot of momentum behind it with all of these wands. So what do they need to hear? What does the collective need to hear? We have the Five of Cups, we have the Four of Wands, and we have the Fool. So yeah, remember I was getting with the Four, because the Four of Pentacles is like wanting to hold on to something. Like I said, it's mine. That's what I heard. The Five of Cups is the loss. Mourning the loss. I feel like that's something you don't, or you're actually maybe in that energy. Or scared of falling into that energy. I'm not sure. The Fool is still giving me the same thing. It's about taking a step, right? He's usually on the edge of the cliff. Similar. On the edge of that cliff. And actually it's the World and then the Fool. The ending and the beginning. No, it's not in this one. In the last, remember I said I tried pulling cards before? Of this deck, the card Birds of a Feather came out. And it was giving me Four of Wand energy because it shows like 4 posts and 4 birds, if I'm not mistaken, on the posts. And I was like, it's giving me Four of Wands. And then we have the Four of Wands. This would be like the victory, right? The success, the celebration, the after the fact, right? In some cases, again, it's giving me, well, at least in the tarot energy, it can be associated with like wedding and unions and those types of celebrations. It shows that. I'm only saying that because the Hierophant is here, which could also like indicate that as well, if that's what it is for you. Two of Wands. Let me pull another, let me grab another tarot deck. Which one? I just want to know what the collective needs to hear, because I feel like I'm just repeating myself. Like I'm telling you, you need to take a step. A real step, something that's authentic and vulnerable and raw, but I feel like that's the only way to bridge some sort of gap. That's like the cliffhanger. You're at the edge of the cliff. There's something that you need to hear, right? At least that's the intention of this reading. There's something that you need to hear that's going to help you have some clarity or something. I don't know. What does the collective need to hear? All right, let's see what we got. We have strength. Okay, so, oh, nudity. The King of Wands, the Queen of Swords, the Tower, and the Nine of Wands. Yeah, this is all connecting. This is all the energy. It's like there's the fear of two things almost. There's the fear of taking that plunge off the cliff, but then there's also the fear of holding back. There's a fear of not doing anything. Remember from the previous energy, the fear of potentially losing it. And I feel like I'm just going to repeat myself. This could be two people. Somebody in the energy of the Queen of Swords. Clear, definitive stance. Obviously with the Queen of Swords can sometimes be associated with like being like, you know, it's like sort of icy, but in the sense that with this specific one, it feels like more from a sense of holding boundaries very clear, because that's what her vibe is giving me, right? And then obviously this could be an air sign also, just in case that resonates. Sometimes people like to hear that. The King of Wands is more warm. Obviously they're giving opposite. This could be fire energy, lots of fire, and we got that with all the wands, right? There's lots of fire behind, but there's no motion here. There's just two people sitting on their thrones, standing their grounds. Okay, so what about that? We need to cut that with a giant sword with communication. Oh, communication, 2 pages. This is about communication. There needs to be a big sword of communication. There needs to be discussions. If this is in regards to connecting with somebody else, this doesn't have to be, right? But that's what I'm feeling. It could be business relations. I'm not necessarily getting like lovey-dovey or whatever. So needing to have discussions, clear discussions. If this is a connection, what do we need to know if this is a connection with another person? What does the collective need to know? Knight of Wands. Six of Wands. One more, please. What does the collective need to know? Oh, I guess 2 more. We have the Three of Cups. And we have the 2 of Swords. Okay, so at first I was getting success, like success in making that decision to communicate or reach out or pursue some type of endeavor. This was supposed to be about a person, right? But anyways, I'm sort of getting mixed, right? So it could be either or. And then I was getting like this defensiveness, but then I was just like, wait, no, it feels like a facade. And then I realized that she has the the yin yang. She comes in peace. Okay, so it's a facade protection. This could be you, actually, now that I'm sort of getting, I don't know. I'm just completely confused now as to where we were. What do you need to know? I think it's just about that it's safer than you realize is sort of what I'm getting, because the Queen of Swords, actually, let me shuffle the whole thing and see if any of those come out again. The Queen of Swords is giving me some sort of defensiveness with the Two of Swords also, like, but that there was like this intimidation, not defensiveness, a sense of intimidation. Alright, what are the last messages that the collective needs to hear about the situation? I don't feel like I've given you any clarity, to be honest. I feel like I just ran around in circles. What does the collective need to know? Seven of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, the Two of Swords again, the Three of Cups again. Let me just clarify them really quick. Clarify the Wheel of Fortune. Seven of Swords. Clarify the Two of Swords. Oh. Get the Queen of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles. Seven of Wands. Justice and the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. This is what I was trying to avoid. Oh, and then we got it. The Ten of Cups to clarify the Three of Cups. Okay. I feel like it's just showing me a lot of stability, a lot of potential, and a lot of stability, okay? I don't want to break down every single energy because I'm just getting exhausted at this point of running around in circles. There's a lot of doubt, there's a lot of fear, there's a lot of defensiveness that's coming up now. It's sort of like taking me back to the roller coaster, right? Feeling a lot of different things. And this sort of just creates this like tailspin in your energy is what I'm picking up, of just feeling confused, right? So at the end of the day, if there are any messages that I can leave you with of whatever the situation is that's creating a lot of fear, remember that fear and doubt are the destroyer of dreams. They will absolutely keep you from experiencing, right? So with that being said, we are human, and that is an absolute real thing. Fear, doubt, all of that is an absolute real physical barrier. Or it can be, right? Because our mind can create it, can create a physical barrier for us. But if I can leave you with anything, it's that if you're unsure of what is the filler, right? You can see the higher perspective. You have already planted the seeds towards whatever it is that's just missing in the middle, which feels like in the present, in the physical, in your everyday life, right? That's the gap that's missing. And so the only way to fill that gap is by being authentic, raw, and vulnerable through, like, finding your strength and pushing through to be real, raw, vulnerable, authentic in order to bridge the gap. Now, having done so, I feel will be very prosperous for you. It'll bring a lot of balance and stability, and just, I mean, with these energies coming out together, a lot of like passionate endeavors, or passionate, like it's something that you really will enjoy experiencing. So I don't mean passionate in the sense of romantic. I mean, it could be, right? I'm really not getting like strong indicators, but it's kind of like subtly there in the energy. So I felt the need to say it, because this could be in regards to like a career move or something like that. But it's something that towards your passions, okay? And all of it, again, with another queen over here, and it being the Queen of Pentacles, partnered up with Justice. Like, it'll really bring, if there's been like this lack of balance when it comes to just what makes you feel stable in your life, whatever that be, this will fill it. This is like feeling, you know, very secure, and yeah, just like she's holding this, right? Like, you're very secure. And then over here at the end, this is all good stuff right here. This is all worth celebratory. It's just like saying, like, you won't regret. There's this tremendous fear, and I won't go into that energy of what's causing the fear. You know, you must know, because I feel like this is something that's been looping. So you must know what's causing the fear, the doubt, all of the... But the only way that that's going to be cleared is through communication. Remember, we had the big sword, the pages. Communication needs to be had. Let me go ahead and just be honest. The only way you can fill the gap and feel comfortable doing so is to communicate what it is that's on your mind, what it is that your needs are before taking those steps, you know? To get very clear that it's something that you won't regret is what I'm getting. We have Earth Guardian, stay rooted and grounded. What else? Drum, dream and journey. One more, please. Heart Guardian, love and let yourself be loved. I was literally just going to say, with his hand on his heart and then the drum, I just sort of felt like holding and going with the flow of your heartbeat, your heart space. And that will connect me to the original reading that I tried from the energy deck I had got, and the main energy was man holding a heart. And here we have the Earth Guardian holding his heart, right? Like, so being in tune with your heart's energy. The drum of essentially, like, you know, the representation of the heart of the universe. In this case, your own heart space, being in tune with that and following it, right? That's how you stay grounded in life. That's how you stay moving with purpose, is to follow the drum of your heart. All right, so that's what I got for you. This was kind of long, but I hope I was able to give you something. I hope you were able to gain something from this reading. And if it did resonate, please let me know how by liking, subscribing, and commenting, of course, if that's something that you feel comfortable doing. If you're interested in booking a reading, email me. Until we vibe again.